When Eddie Brock and his son Dylan find themselves in a twisted alternate future ruled over by symbiotes, they're going to have to put their heads together if they ever hope to make it back to the 616 in one piece. All this and more in the pages of Venom issue number 27. Let's hop on in together, shall we? So then, picking up from where the last issue left off, Eddie and his son Dylan had gone to confront the Maker only to fall through one of his big science portals and land themselves in a completely different alternate reality. Some kind of crazy neon future city where everything is hung with banners that look very similar to Venom's own crest, but not exactly like it, and not exactly like Null's either. Father and son are still a little foggy what with the whole being transported across dimensions thing, and it's probably for all those reasons and more Eddie doesn't remember that they weren't the only ones who fell through the portal. Virus, the very strange war machine wannabe with a particular hate boner for Venom, came along for the trip too, and Virus isn't going to let jumping to another universe stop him from getting his revenge on Venom. Again, the what and why of Virus's revenge is still up in the air right now. Eddie has no memory of this guy, and the symbiote itself is being pulled in a bunch of different directions now too. You see, after purging the Carnage symbiote from itself and basically being reawoken, the Venom suit is feeling a lot different these days. It's feeling more connected to the greater symbiote hive mind, and this future, whatever it may be, is just ripe with symbiote hive minds. It's because of that the symbiote says it can tap into all sorts of amazing new powers that Venom didn't know it had before. Again, the last time this happened, Eddie got his wings, and now it seems that the suit can also shoot lasers.
God damn it, Carmen, you can't keep making up powers.
Yeah, dude, that's like the fifth power you've come up with.
Lots of new powers are pretty shocking, but it's what happens next that really takes the cake. You see, this fight actually ends up catching the attention of the Avengers, but not the Avengers we know. These ones are covered in Venom stuff. We also discover that they work for some strange supreme leader calling themselves Codex. That's a pretty interesting name. $5 right now, Codex is actually all grown up Dylan. The Venomagers tried their best to bring both Eddie and Virus to justice, but they put up one hell of a fight. It's also here too that Eddie thinks, man, maybe I can kill two birds with one stone and let all my new enemies fight each other so I can attempt to get my son to safety. It's with his back against the wall, Virus ends up pulling out his big gun, some rather dangerous sonic weaponry that would normally be able to kill or incapacitate a symbiote, but here all it really does is just tick the symbiote Avengers off. Once Virus is broken and beaten, the symbiote Avengers decide to take him to their leader, Grand Master Codex. A character who we actually did see ever so briefly when the Venom book looked into the future. I think most readers, myself included, just assumed that this is what Null would look like when he comes to Earth, but no, it's a completely different character. Codex opts to unmask Virus. Unfortunately, there's just one big massive glaring problem for him, which is...
I have no idea who this is.
If nothing else, in all the chaos, Venom and Dylan had a chance to escape in the sewers down below. They still have no idea where they're going, but they end up running into some other people who are also running from Codex. As these mystery folks say, they're tantamount to the resistance in this world, people who refuse to join Codex's great hive mind. And when you just know it, the leader of this ragtag motley crew is a familiar face. It's Agent Venom. Naturally, Eddie jumps to the conclusion that this must be Flash Thompson, only to discover that Flash Thompson was the president of this world and then ended up dying. Ooh, that's unfortunate. But Eddie's not sad for long, though, as we discover that this Agent Venom is still very much a familiar face under the mask. It turns out to be Annie, Eddie's ex-wife and Dylan's long-lost mother. Or, at the very least, this world's counterpart to Annie, and we're gonna have ourselves a big old Brock family reunion in the next issue. And so that was Venom issue number 27, and once again, Donny Cates just keeps the hits on coming. Every page had me on the edge of my seat. This idea of a symbiote future is really fascinating, and getting to see both Agent Venom and Annie again in a new form is really interesting, especially when we stop and consider how important the real version of Annie is to everything that's been going on with Eddie and his new son. The art team continues to kill it. The big action scenes are really, really awesome and really creative, getting to see sides of the symbiote we never have before. Overall, I'd give this one a very well-deserved 8.5 out of 10. Venom continues to be one of the best, most surprising books at Marvel right now.
Hey there everyone, it's your pal Cape Joel again, and if you're seeing my face right now, that means you watched to the end of the video, and I'll always be grateful for that. Retention helps in this crazy YouTube game, and so does becoming a patron. If you head on down to the description, you can find a link to my Patreon page. Recently just redid all the tiers, a lot of cool stuff offering up there, exclusive commentaries, exclusive polls, behind the scenes concept art for Capes and Quests. That's the brand new D&D show I've started soon. Never been a better time to become a patron. You can become a patron for as little as $1 a month and help the channel grow and, help me continue to deliver content like what you just saw. So I want to thank you all, and I will see you again next time. Bye-bye.